Getting it right for our babies. Meet baby Eva. She is the Lee family's recent addition. Her parents would love to spend as much time as they can with their new bundle of joy at the beginning of her life, but they have to go back to work. They can't risk losing their jobs to stay home, and they need the income. They are in quite a bind, having to choose between leaving baby Eva in the care of others at this young age or losing job security during this crucial family transition. They also worry about even finding childcare they can afford. Eva's parents are not alone. Many parents in our nation are feeling these pressures because, unlike most other industrialized countries, the US does not guarantee any paid parental leave, nor provide much help with the high cost of childcare throughout a child's early years. The care of an infant or a toddler in the US costs as much as college tuition, largely because it is so labor-intensive. One caregiver for every 3 to 4 babies is necessary to make sure the babies receive the attention they need at this vulnerable age. Currently, the costs are mostly shouldered by parents and a low-paid workforce, whereas in most other countries, these important startup years are subsidized. Luckily, the Lee family has found a neighborhood childcare center, Little Tree Learning, that came highly recommended by friends, but they struggle to afford it. Meanwhile, they have no idea, despite the high tuition they pay, that Eva's teachers at Little Tree, Nora and Carmen, worry about supporting their own families because of the low wages they earn. In fact, nearly half of child care workers providing care and education to our nation's young children live in families that rely on at least one form of federal income support, such as food stamps. Although the National Academy of Sciences asserts that caring for and educating infants and toddlers requires the equivalent knowledge and skill as teaching older children, infant-toddler teachers earn significantly less than preschool teachers with the same education, and far less than K-12 teachers. Nobody working full-time doing the important work of caring for and educating the nation's infants and toddlers should be worrying about feeding and housing their own families. But we have set up a system in the US where many are. With family members going back to work so soon after their child's birth and worried about the cost of care, and teachers stressed by their poor salaries and often difficult working conditions, the richness of the care both families and teachers provide to babies can become compromised and a baby's development put in jeopardy. Because the day-to-day interactions with the people who care for babies build the brain's initial architecture and lay down patterns of thinking and feeling, the health and well-being of the people with whom the child has these early experiences are critical. Let's make sure babies are getting the important nurturing they need to thrive. So what can we do? We can start by implementing these 3 key ideas. First, institute a national paid parental leave program, making it possible for all parents to have 6 to 9 months at home with their young babies, allowing crucial early bonding and attachment to take place, and minimizing the need for expensive childcare in the early months. Second, shift the burden of paying for services off families by making early care and education free, as we do school for older children, or ensuring that no family spends more than 7% of their income on childcare. Third, ensure teachers of our youngest children receive professional development, workplace supports, and compensation commensurate with those of teachers of older children. If these 3 supports are put into place, we will create a strong infrastructure for working families like the Lees by giving them more time with their babies and less worry about childcare costs. Teachers like Nora and Carmen can receive the professional pay and status they deserve, and babies like Eva and their growing brains will be off to a great start.